Hello, it's Leontine from Little Lovely Crafts. Today I'm showing you a slimline card with a beach scene on it. I've already stamped and cut all of the images I'll be needing for this card, and I die cut 2 rectangles from the Lift the Flap slimline dies. I've placed all of my images on the card already so I can see where I want my hillsides to be cut. It's gonna be sort of like a dune. I'm gently going to slide off all of my images and then I'm going to run it through my die cut machine. That is going to be a challenge because, as you can see, it's a very long die, but I managed to cut it. I'm getting my antique linen distress oxide ink and I am going to darken up the edges with some brushed corduroy. But before I'm going to make the sand, I'm going to make the sea first. For that I'm using tumbled glass and I will be using salty ocean to darken up those edges. As you can see, I am going to ink it in sort of like a curve, and I am going to make sure that it doesn't take up the whole card. Now that all of my blue colors are done, I'm starting to put on some of my antique linen ink. I'm working my way from the top to the bottom, and I'm making sure that I stop before my antique linen touches my ocean colors. The reason for that is because I want to leave a little bit of a white edge. That white edge sort of looks like the foam that comes off of a wave when it touches the sand from the beach. And to give the card a little more interest, I'm darkening up the edges with the brushed corduroy that I mentioned earlier. I'm going back in with the antique linen brush to make sure it's blended nicely. For the sky, I'm also using tumbled glass because I think that's just a nice color for a sky. If you've seen some videos of me, you know I like using some liquid stardust from Lawn Fawn mixed with a little bit of water in my spray bottle. I am tapping it on and then drying it off with a little bit of a kitchen towel. While those 2 panels are drying, I'm going to show you all of the stamps I used for this card. First of all, I used the boy and the girl from Screen Time. I also used the drink and the packet of chips. I used the bundle of cheese, baguette and wine from Bicycle Built for You. The ice cream cone from Yeti or Not. The towel from On the Beach as a picnic blanket. And on some of those stamps I put a little glossy accents to give it a shine. I used the car from Car Critters, and I also used the music notes because I am making a little radio that they're listening to. For the headlights and the window I also used some glossy accents. I used a few items from Charge Me Up to make the radio. I used the grass from Butterfly Kisses, the palm tree from Ahoy Matey, and a few seashells from Mermaid for You and On the Beach. I also put some glossy accents on those seashells. I'm stamping Seize the Day from On the Beach, and I'm making sure I'm putting a lot of anti-static powder on my card. The reason for that is because my distress ink might still be a little wet, and in my experience, if you don't use enough anti-static powder, your embossing powder will stick to places where you don't want it to stick. So this really helps. As you can see, the embossing powder only attached itself to my sentiment. What I will do next is attach all of my stamps to my front panel. Here is where I realized that it would look much cuter if the radio was actually in the sand. So I got out my sandy beach accents and die cut it into my front panel. At this time I was really happy I didn't glue my front panel to the other panel yet. I'm sandwiching only the bottom half of my front panel because I don't want to damage my images while I'm running it through my die cut machine. Now that all of my images are attached to the panel, I am going to make a backer panel, and I'm using the largest slimline die for this. I chose some of the Spiffy Speckles paper in the color Blueberry Smoothie, and I'm going to darken up the edges a little bit with some Shaded Lilac Distress Oxide ink. I chose this purple color because it matches with the stripes on my picnic blanket. I'm using my cutting board to score and cut a card base that is 8.5 by 3.5. That finishes up my card and also the video for today. Thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to my channel if you want to be the first to see new videos. Have a wonderful day. Bye!